Hi everyone, I'm Joni Adler. I am an educational consultant and former teacher. I'm also a mum of 3 kids. I've got Harrison, who is 6 in year 2, Tamsin, who is 5 in reception, and Leo, who is 1. Now, the reason I'm doing a series of videos is because there is a lot of anxiety at the moment about homeschooling. So with my experience, I would like to offer advice and support to parents at this time. In my last video, I talked about some of the beginning things that you need in order to do some homeschooling. Preparation was the first thing I talked about, having your materials ready for the day in the morning, having your table plan so that you're not eating and working in the same spot to help focus and motivate your children, and also having your snacks and water available so you don't have any distractions. The other thing I talked about was patience and the need to have lots of that at this time. So I hope you're stocking up. And the third was to have realistic expectations. What can your child really get through in a day? Which leads me on to today's advice and suggestions. So at the moment, hopefully your school are sending through lots of work, lots of options for you in the form of literacy, in maths, science, geography, history, religious studies, PE. You're going to have an abundance of materials being sent through every day, I hope. These are all options to you. It's all just suggested work. It's not compulsory. You can pick and choose. There seems to be a feeling that you have to get through everything that's being sent, and perhaps the WhatsApp groups for parents are not being particularly helpful, where people are asking questions about particular pieces of work or saying that they've got through everything, and it's putting the pressure on other parents who are not getting through as much as each other. Don't compare. Every child is different. You have different challenges, and you don't know how they are teaching at home. They might be using a lot of threats, and it might not be a very pleasant place to be homeschooled. You just don't know. Okay, so don't compare yourself. But you do have lots of options. And the next powerful thing that I want to talk about today, which I've been thinking quite a lot about, is choice. You have the choice, and you can give your child the choice about what they want to study, when. So you can plan your day together. What would you like to do first? You can show them the material, and they might be feeling quite creative and inspired and want to do the piece of literature that they've been set. Or they might be feeling up for a maths challenge, the maths challenge of the day. Go by them, listen to them. Let them make the choices and the decisions about their learning. There seems to be a lot of parents who are messaging me that they're coming up with a lot of resistance from their children. And I think a suggestion that I have is to give them the choice. Choice is about a lot of things. What they're going to wear in the morning, let them choose. What they're going to eat for a breakfast, lunch, dinner, give them a couple of options, and then they can choose. Give them the options of the work that they've been set and let them choose what they want to do. With this epidemic, all of our kind of power and decision making about what we want to do with our lives has been stripped away from us. We feel that as adults. We can't go to work, we can't go to the gym, we can't go out for coffee or to restaurants. We have lost all sense of control. We have to stay at home and adhere to government guidelines to protect the wider community and the world, and we get that. We're adults. But kids don't 100% get that, especially not primary age, which is what I'm mostly concentrating on. They have a complete lack of control. 1 minute they're at school in a classroom with 29 other kids. The next day they're at home with just their immediate family. They have no control. They can't play with their friends. They have to stand 2 meters away. It's a big shock. They're still adjusting. I'm still adjusting, and I'm an adult. They are knowing about coronavirus as an invisible killer. It doesn't have a face. It's quite it's not tangible, really, is it? It's the enemy, it's the bad guy without a face. So they have got no choice at the moment. So give them that. Give them that power, empower them. It's a very powerful tool. Let them decide which piece of work they would like to do first. And by giving them the options, they're making the choice. They are committing to doing that piece of work. It's a clever psychology pattern there. Give them the options and let them decide. And then you can plan the rest of your day. Give them a couple of activities that you might have already thought about the night before in the morning. Would you like to do, as your afternoon activity, go on a scooter ride or build a den or XYZ? Things that they would like. So you give them the options and let them make the choices. And you might see a different side. You might see that they're much more willing. They're not putting up as much resistance as they have been until now. Okay, I hope that that helped. Please do let me know if that does. Each child is different. Each day is different depending on how much sleep they've had, how much exercise they've had, what they've eaten, what mood they're in. Just go by them and listen to them. But planning your day ahead with them is also a great idea. Let them have a bit of control over what they're doing. Again, involving them, it's a really, really powerful tool. So try that, please. In this whole process, communication is key, really, really key. So keep talking, keep imparting other bits of knowledge. If they're really interested in the sea or science, start a project. It doesn't have to be school related, it doesn't have to be set by school. See where it takes them. Let their creative juices flow, as it were. So just to round up, have your options, know your options, give them the choice to make their own decisions and take control back a little bit, and communicate effectively, listen to them. You're doing great, guys, and thank you so much for the feedback. I really appreciate it. Hopefully see you soon. Bye.